Now, wrapping up this Hulu two-parter, I've got another trailer that I want to discuss, and that is the fact that we got the opening credits for the new King of the Hill season. Now, they don't necessarily show anything of what we're going to see, as this is your run-of-the-mill intro cinematic for the show, but at least from what we see within the show, we see quite a bit of growth through the years, because we see a large amount of time pass. We see the Hill family actually move out of their home with we actually see the Hill family move out of their home, and a new character moves in and replaces Hank in the role of the four guys drinking by the roadside. And then COVID hit, which was crazy that they actually addressed that. And then obviously Hank Hill, Peggy Hill, and Bobby all return to the house, but they are quite a bit older. Bobby, in some of the promotional art, is actually shown to be a father. So it is very interesting to see how this show will go, because Bobby's an adult. Peggy and Hank are probably going to be dealing with the late 50s, 60s age where you're getting closer to the end of your life. So it'll be interesting to see how Hank and Peggy deal with that. And Boomhauer has a kid too. That's something that I genuinely did not expect from what we have seen from the story of King of the Hill. I'm sure this will continue the trend of the recent seasons and have Hank continue his very conservative leaning perspectives and opinions in an even further growing and expanding world. Think about every single societal change that has happened, and think about how Hank is going to react to those. It is going to be palpable. I am going to enjoy this series so much, and I just hope that they have each and every one of these characters change a tiny bit, but still stay the same core person that they are. Because that's what I think really was endearing about this show, was that this was just a family of people that all made their own mistakes, all made their own choices, and all had to deal with society and their perspective view on society. But I will say the majority of my history with King of the Hill is from the YouTuber Shady Do-Rags with his commentary videos, which are honestly just really funny and actually provide a lot of great context to go with the episodes.
Now, the one truly saddening part about this whole thing is how the show will change due to the recent horrible and demonstrous killing of Jonathan Joss, the voice actor of John Redcorn. Now, I don't want to go into too many details because this is a very touchy subject, so if you do want to know more, please feel free to look into it on your own. But this will impact the revival and potentially cause the character to be recast or written off. But we would like to extend our regards and prayers to Josh's husband and extended family for their loss, and the loss for the entertainment world as a whole. And to top it all off, we even got some leaked footage of a private showing of the actual trailer for the new season, and personally I love the clips they showcased, showing off the comedy of the show and the growth of all the characters. Now, I'm not going to go into every detail because I want to encourage everyone to go out of their way to check out this footage before it becomes a trailer on Hulu's YouTube channel proper. Now, the one note I will add is I absolutely love how they treated both Bobby and Connie. But yeah, for those of you that enjoyed King of the Hill back in the day like me, it's going to be really refreshing to see this new season come out in August, again on Hulu. And, you know, I'm really happy to see that King of the Hill took the alternative route, because, you know, on all these other adult cartoon shows like American Dad, Family Guy, none of the characters really age. They never really progress, aside from like single episode situations like when Stewie reversed time and was unborn, or Meg going to college, or South Park and the Pandemic Special. There are examples of this, but to see a show actually age itself with all its characters is so refreshing, because one of my pet peeves in media is when characters are stagnant. You can't stay 10 years old forever, Ben 10. You have to age up to 15 and then 16. And honestly, he should have been 17 in Omniverse, or 18, but that's just me. It's just really nice that this is going to be not just, oh, the next season of King of the Hill 2 days or a month after the last season. No, this is essentially an anime time gap.
This is a break in time where, I mean, yes, we get to see some of the inklings of what happened in the meantime, but we're starting fresh. We're starting with brand new concepts, brand new episodes, a brand new cast, not necessarily in voice actors or characters, but in the way they're portrayed. They will have new challenges to overcome. They'll have new perspectives and new opinions to challenge, and I'm all for it. But at this point, there's not much else to say, as we've got quite a long way to wait before this comes out. So at this point, I've pretty much wrapped up everything I want to talk about for the new intro cinematic for the King of the Hill. But at this point, I think it's time for me to send it back to me and my friends to end this week's episode.